Water bottles in the room, so they're not going to wrap in.
We'll grab them out. Do you want us to grab them out?
No, I'm going to get them. The commentators are at the office.
Can you let them know that number 12 is now number 23? Thank you. Thank you for that, appreciate it.
So number 12 is 23?
City end, which is right of screen. Control the ball and Pint just trying to work it out of their back half through the hands, and eventually it comes out to Carpful once again. He kicks long down towards half forward. A bit unrealistic there from Mitch Taylor. He might have hurt himself actually, but it's Pint with the chance. That hand pass just slips over, and now just walking it into the easiest of opening goals, and Pint are on the board first through the agency of Harry McKimmie. So a pretty easy goal in the end, but they worked it pretty well, Tara.
Yeah, Pint did well there to push their numbers forward, and you can see they had options upon options there to get that one through, and in the opening 2 minutes of that quarter. We know how important this one is here for Pint to get a good margin here against Wanderers. You can see just on camera there as we pass Mitch Taylor there, who just went over the top there of the opposing Pint player. So hoping that he's okay. He's just being tended to by his medical team there by Wanderers. So we'll keep you updated where we can with that one there. But as you said, McKimmie there, first to strike on the board for Pint.
So yeah, just seeing the screen there, Taylor jogging off the ground. Hopefully just recuperate a little bit, and he'll be back because, of course, he's a really important player for Wanderers. Their captain this year, and rock solid in defence normally. So
we saw him shine just a minute ago with a beautiful overhead mark in defence over Ryan. So integral key in their defence. So hopefully he's come back on here. So just resetting play there, I think, making sure that he is good to get off the field.
Paul Lancaster throws that one in the air, and McDonald in the ruck contest couldn't get his hands to it, but it's Pint who will get the clearance once again and get it down towards the top of the goal square there as the ball spills out loose. It's McKinney again on the left, this time snapping. I think he's got another one. So McKinney, 2 goals in the space of a minute, and that one an opportunist goal just off the loose ball out from the top of the goal square.
It's a strong start there from Pine as expected, so 2 goals in the opening 4 minutes of this quarter. So we'll see what Wanderers can do here to strike back. I think the key to this, it's wet out there, it's been raining all week, and a bit of a shower earlier on this morning or early this afternoon, so conditions are a bit funny out there today, so it's going to be about who can get control of this ball early out of the centre.
Yes, but we're not complaining about the rain, Tara. It's been pretty hot and pretty ordinary for a few weeks now, so welcome the arrival of the monsoon. But yeah, it doesn't help for the skills in the game generally, but skillful players will stand up as Calful once again gets a touch in the middle of the ground, hand passes forward. This time it's picked up by Aaron Motlop, who kicks the ball down towards half forward. There's a whistle on the play here. It's going to be a Wanderers free kick at half forward.
So just looked like holding the player there, so turned over quickly, and it does give an opportunity there for Wanderers to push that one there forward through Davidson. A couple of high flyers there, but no one with a clean hand to it early. Pint do well to clean that one up nicely, and it comes Boot pushing back into the centre. A couple of bounces there. Wanderers doing what they can to get hands to it early. It's a slippery ball. Socket off the deck beautifully there by Brett, but again, no clean hands to the footy. It's what we expected out of here, but a whistle has been blown.
Yeah, just a bit of a tug on the jumper, I think, and then Brett will take that free kick just forward of the centre square for Pint.
Pint just seem to have numbers everywhere around the footy at the moment. I mean, look at screen at the moment. They've just got numbers around the footy everywhere at the moment, so they've got a lot of options to choose from here.
So kicks to the lead of his captain Matt Ryan, but the ball just too far out in front and bounces over the boundary line. Will be thrown in the left forward pocket for Pint.
So I'll take a few players here to stand up, obviously with Taylor just coming off the field a few moments ago for Wanderers, so interesting to see what will be mustered up here by this Wanderers defence.
So from the throw in, it's Pint first hands on the ball, but Arbin busting through the pack, but lost control of the footy as now the ball's in a scramble at ground level. It slips out and a quick kick forward, and in the marking contest Ryan got his hands to the ball. Claiming it there was Pethybridge for Wanderers, but it was clearly off the Pint player first, and then over the boundary line for another throw in.
So Wanderers have done well here to push numbers around the football, so we'll see what they can do to get this one pushed forward, but we know how dangerous Pint are in this space.
So in the ruck contest, it falls to Arbin near the boundary line. He swings it round trying to keep it close to the line, but in fact I think he might have gone over the line before he kicked it there, so it'll be a boundary throw-in once again. And just waiting for the throw-in. It's Maloney doing the ruck work for Pint and Cox for Wanderers, but again, Pint win the clearance from that stoppage, and in the marking contest, Ryan had a couple of grabs at it, couldn't get it on the second. Play on's the call as the ball spills out the front, and Wanderers the chance, but there's a free kick here for the player who was attacking the ball, and Wanderers the chance to reload from defence. So ball comes down towards the centre wing, just hacked off the ground, and Wanderers get it down towards half forward, but Pint pretty well set up behind the play and just chop that off and run it down towards the centre of the ground. But again, Wanderers have got some numbers there as the kick comes forward, and there's another whistle here. It might have been a free kick after disposal.
Yeah.
So Arbon's going to take that free kick. I'm not sure that he was actually the nearest player to
where
the ball landed, but
no. Arbon influential early in the opening 8 minutes of the quarter. Ball goes up there again. A few high flyers. Someone desperate to get their hands to it was Mayer. Mayer gets that one out. Finds the hands of Warwick Williams. Beautiful chip kick in there, looking for someone in the forward over the two, but he has got Ryan lurking back, but picked up there and cleaned up nicely by that Wanderers player, looking to push that one forward back into some opportunities there. They've done well there and finds the hands of Forrester. Forrester just putting that one forward, but pushed off play there. Pint doing what they can to get really clear possession here. Looks like it's been wrapped up. Umpire might call it, which he has. And that'll be an umpire's ball up here and a bit of an opportunity to reset for both sides.
He almost tried to break the tackle there, so probably a bit fortunate. But in the end, McDonald does the ruck work, takes it himself and hacks the ball forward. Matt Ryan out in front, picks up and gets the hand pass to a teammate. It ball slipped out of the hands and now close to the boundary line. And it's over the line again for another throw-in. So almost 9 minutes gone, first quarter.
Yep.
2 goals to Pint, 2 goals to Harry McKimmie within the space of a minute. And other than that, it's been played between the 50-metre arcs, really.
That's it.
So almost a holding there, but the ball comes out to Totham, who throws it on the boot. Getting it forward, a big double fist from behind from Brad Ryan, and at ground level it's Wanderers again, but well chopped off there. And now Stevie Motlop chips the ball inboard looking for Warwick Williams and finds him. He switches again to the near side of the ground, and he's got a player in Mar there who takes the mark and now moves the ball on quickly, long with the left, and standing tall was Matt Ryan, the captain. He swings around on the left boot, kicks long towards goal, but he's just hung that one out to the left and through for a behind only.
Yeah, he's a dangerous forward there for Pine. He has been all season. So unlike him to veer off to the left there, he's normally very accurate. So there'll be a quick play on, and you can see there has been. Wanderers wasting no time to get that ball forward. Looking to opt for a bit of a switch on the wing there. Most of the action we've seen that side has been out on the full and a few balls in. So again, there we are again with just another throw in.
Yeah, just out on the outer wing there. Tracy Village Oval today, of course, is where the action's coming from. And it is a Wanderers home game here. In a bit of partnership with the Tracy Village Footy Club, of course, who playing their senior teams in the Division 1 of the competition. But Pint have won the clearance kick long down towards full forward again. The ball slips at ground level, and Pint just working it through the hands, get it over the top. That's a bit of a scrubber kick forward, as trying to pick it up deep in the forward pocket there for Pint was Kirk, and he did so, but just ran out of room under pressure from the Wanderers defence and over the boundary line.
Be another ball in here in the Pint forward 50.
So almost uncontested there. The hit out from Maloney straight down in front. There's a quick snapshot towards goal, but again just out to the left. In fact, it's hit the post, and a behind registered.
So Wanderers played on very fast last time here and opted for the opposite wing, which looks like they might be going for that one again. Or they might go down the... No, they opted again for just the opposite wing. Ball goes high again. No clear touch there off the ball, and it's just rucked out, so it'll be another ball in.
Yeah, just over the fence. So, yeah, Wanderers happy to keep the ball close to the boundary line, and seeing it forced over a fair bit. As they've had a number of stoppages. So this time it's Fuller doing the ruck work for Wanderers, but ball slips out the back as just getting paddled around, and quick kick forward out of the pack, goes down to the forward pocket, punched away from behind. Here's another chance for PINT again, and at ground level this time the hand pass went across and into the hands of Matt Ryan, who kicked that one on the left, as it was a pretty easy receive next to the behind post. They just had outnumbered them there, and a good finish from Ryan for PINT, and sees their third goal on the board.
That's it. So striking early here, looking to get their goals on the board nice and early in this first quarter here. Matt Ryan, obviously a part of the NTFL representative games coming up, not next week, the week after, Wednesday the 24th of January. PINT, few players involved in the rep squad this year, with the likes of Stephen Motlop, Matt Ryan, Warwick Williams, Connor McDonald and Liam Holt Fitz. And Wanderers themselves got 4 players representing: Nathan Arbin, Braden McLean, Mitchell Taylor and Jackson East. So obviously good spread across both sides, Stu.
Yeah, it is. It's good representation, and you know, it just shows, I think, that Wanderers, who are near the bottom of the table in the Premier League, have got quality players at the top end, but just probably lack a bit of depth. So those 4 players in the mix for selection in the final side, as are of course the PINT players that you mentioned. So it's obviously not everyone can get in the side, so it's going to be hotly contested, but should be a fantastic fixture, of course, against the Essendon VFL team in both the men's and the women's on Wednesday the 24th of January.
That's it, and I think you've been around a few of the trainings, Stu, with the guys meshing together from all the different NTFL Premier League sides. How does that look at the moment? Yeah, look, it's a terrific thing. I think that, you know, you play against these players and probably get something of an opinion of them, but once you get to mix and train together, I think it's just terrific for those people involved, and good to take the message back to the club that people from other clubs aren't that bad people, really. That's it, and obviously head coach this year, Ryan Ayres, Premiership coach from last season. So, looking forward to that. We might chat about that one a little bit later, as the gameplay is still underway here at Tracy Village. And it looks like there'll be a free, finding the hands there of what looks like Marcus Totham. Just a little chip kick there. He finds McLean. No, Arbin. See, it's the blue and the moustache and the hair. Too much time together. That's a huge kick, bombing that one straight into the forward line, but unfortunately finds the boundary line. So early opportunity there for Wanderers to do something with it, but it's found the hands of Motlop for PINT.
Stephen Motlop, who playing in defence these days and racking up a ton of possessions back there, so just controlling the game from the back half rather than trying to do the scoring in the forward half these days. A bit of a different outlook, and I think he's appreciated the release into the back half and seeing the ball coming towards him.
Remember last season he had an absolute field day. I want to say maybe it was against Wanderers, but 12 goals.
He was playing for Wanderers, of course, last year, Tara.
Yes, for Wanderers, yes. Obviously, good connection there through the Motlops, and these two clubs, massive family ties, so always a little bit of tension there when these sides take on each other.
So PINT just working the ball across half back and chipping it back into the centre of the ground, and Ryan kicks out wide, so happy to maintain possession as the ball's chipped around through the middle of the ground, and now with a chance to go forward, inside forward 50. The kick's delivered out in front. Mark couldn't be taken, but at ground level they've got the numbers again as they work it through the hands, and eventually comes back to Matt Ryan, who goes long on the left this time down towards the goal square, just putting the fist out with Pethybridge trying to get it towards the boundary line. Braden McLean comes in and is tackled with the ball, and it spills out over the boundary line. It'll be a throw in once again.
So just about to enter the 16.5-minute mark here of the first quarter. You're watching AFL&T's coverage of the 2023-24 TIO NTFL season, broadcasting live from Tracy Village Oval here in Darwin.
So from that ruck contest, the quick snap towards goal. I'm not sure what's going on. I think there's a whistle on the play, so the ball will come back. And going back to collect it is Jones Cabillo, and hands it over to Kevin Smith-Thompson. So Smith-Thompson with the free kick. Again, staying close to the boundary line on that outer side of the ground, and this one's well read and picked off by Ryan again. He chips across to Stephen Motlop, who was loose across half back. He's looking to direct traffic now as he looked laterally, then decided to go long and kicks down inside forward 50. It's punched away from behind, and a strong tackle at ground level, but it was illegal, a high tackle, and it's Arbin once again, and 50-metre penalty for arguing the toss, I think. So this will give Wanderers a bit of space, a bit of breathing space as they marched right down forward of centre. But Arbin just chips out wide, and play on the call as McLean on the left goes long down towards half forward. Mark spills forward out of the marking contest, and again it's Pint at ground level. He tidy it up and clear out towards the outer side. Mead Harding was the target, but just again too far out in front of him and slipped over the boundary line for another throw in.
So just unfortunately couldn't take advantage of that 50 there for Arbin. So hopefully Wanderers, they need to get on the board here in this first quarter.
Comes in, tries to swing a fist across the front to punch the ball forward, couldn't get to it, and the hand pass comes across, and Pint
great mark
going forward, but again it's Smith-Thompson, chops this one off. He's called to play on now. He's in a bit of trouble, so goes laterally and backwards to Braden McLean, who safely takes the mark. At half back on the outer side of the ground, not many options forward at the moment, so he's looking to just go long down the line once again. Ball punched away from behind, and Pint at ground level. Quick kick forward by Calpur once again, but just fell short, and now working it through the hands. Here's a chance for Pint with a shot for goal from about 20 metres out directly in front. It was Luke McConnell, but just dragged it to the left and hit that goal post once again. So a bit of a let off for Wanderers there. It was a reasonably easy shot at goal.
Again, just with the numbers around the footy there, they had options there, a few hand passes before it ended up getting on the boot there for a shot at goal, but just couldn't go through the big sticks there for Pint, but it's turned over quickly there by Wanderers there, but yet again finds the boundary on the opposite wing, so it'll be another throw in. Oh no, bit of back and forth here.
Boundary umpires. I think the boundary umpire saying it wasn't touched from the kick in, but he of course ran out of the goal square, so just a bit of correction there, and it'll be a boundary throw in. Don't see those anymore anyway, do we, Tara?
No.
It's a flashback from a few years ago.
Yes. But Pint turning that one over early out of the throw in there. Again, they've got numbers available there. You can see Warwick Williams taking a lead in the forward line, but opted to go for a bit of a switch there down the line through the hands of what looked like Mead. Matt Ryan with a fist to it. He's picked it up beautifully, but under pressure there from the Wanderers player. Handballed in the air, but it will be turned over there by Wanderers with a quick kick forward, but again just turned over there over the top of his player. Will be pushed straight back into the forward line for Pint, but again a slippery footy and just over the top. No clean mark there. Wanderers doing what they can to get this ball out of that zone, and a tackle has been laid there, and it might be a free kick. Yes, oh no, paid the tackle.
Yeah, ball slipped out in the tackle, so Ben Brett is the recipient of the free kick. He was the player that laid the tackle, and looks like he's resolved himself to go back and have a set shot at goal here, take on the responsibility himself.
So you see Wanderers have got good numbers around in the forward at the moment, but kind of useful in this space. So lining up here. Brett here takes a step in, pops it on the left boot, goes high, but just drifts off there for another behind for Pint. So few inaccuracies in the late part of this first quarter, Stu.
Yeah, we're a minute and a half into time on here, and Wanderers really haven't had it in front of half forward for the whole game so far, so just need some connection coming out of defence. They've struggled to get it over this the PINT wall that gets set up behind. There's again, they've got numbers around the ball, and just work in unison as the ball deep in the forward pocket. PINT trying to work it round again. Williams is out there, but hand pass comes across, and snapshot in towards goal, goes right across the face. That was Brett again, but as I said, right across the face, bounced inside the field of play and over the boundary line for a throw in right next to the behind post.
So another throw in here. Wondering if maybe Wanderers have got too many around the ball at this stage. They've got a fair crack of numbers here down in the forward, which understands where the bleeding's happening at the moment. So ball goes high. Be a bit of an arm wrestle to get a hand to it, but again, Wanderers with their hands to the footy first, and it will go out. So slots through there just for a behind.
So the siren's gone to end the first quarter, one which was really dominated by PINT. Tara did all the scoring, and really all the play was in their forward half of the ground.
Very much so. Impressive performance from all three zones for PINT, with pretty much shutting down every opportunity that Wanderers had to get something on the board there every time it went in the forward 50. So Wanderers yet to get on the board here in the first quarter. PINT 3-4-22. We'll be back right after quarter time break.
Kazali's Palmerston Club. Come and check out our cafe, open 7 days a week. Our kids club is open Wednesday to Sunday nights, including weekend lunchtime. Enjoy hot meals with nightly specials at the bistro or cold drinks at the sports bar. Feeling lucky? Have a go at the latest machines in our gaming lounge, or grab your mates for a round of pool. Family gatherings or casual meetings, we have something for everyone. Kazali's Palmerston Club, making a difference.
Love exploring the territory? If you do, it's good to know that with TIO Comprehensive Car Insurance, if you have an accident covered by your policy, we're here to help with the reasonable costs of towing, as well as your additional emergency accommodation and travelling costs. So get out there and explore. Get a quote today. TIO, we're for Territorians.
And a bit of constructive talk. I know it's hard, we've been all from the same footy club, but we've come together for this. Show that passion in the MC Guernsey, get in their face.
hearts out. And obviously it's not what we play, 6-6-6 and 7 on the bench, so it's a little bit different. But you know what, we can't ask for anything more. The girls put their bodies on the line and they went in and they went hard, and you know, some of it was unrewarded, but that's footy.
All right, back underway here at Tracy Village Oval here for the second quarter action between Wanderers and PINT. Plays on quickly here through the hands of Warwick Williams out of the centre. Chip kick here. It'll be a race to the boundary line, but it's just a few fumbles there, but picked up nicely there by Calfbell. I'm so sorry, Cal.
Yeah,
Fell.
it's a tough one.
I'm so sorry. So ball picked up there. He's done well. Hands to it early. Nice boot, pushing that one forward. Looking for options there. A few flyers, but it'll be a matter of Wanderers to get that one cleaned up.
Free
But
kick, I think.
Free has been found. So that's not the start that Wanderers would have wanted to this second term, and it's in the hands of someone they definitely don't want it to be in the hands of, Matt Ryan.
Yeah, as you said, Tara, earlier, having a very good season. The captain of PINT has been at PINT for a number of years now, and rewarded with selection in the representative squad. So, yeah, very consistent performer in the PINT forward line. And this one directly in front shouldn't be a problem. It's the first goal we've seen to that end of the ground today.
That's it. He's up and about it, and so are the rest of his teammates, and that just extends that lead there. But for PINT, 4-5-29, Wanderers still yet to get on the board. So this is the first time reading my notes here, Stu. Obviously, PINT coming into the competition for the first time last year after a successful run in the Division 1 and 2 space for multiple years. So coming into the Premier League space, this might be their first opportunity here, only a few weeks away to make finals.
Yeah, that's right. They're giving themselves every opportunity, aren't they? They look like they were just teetering for a while a few rounds ago, but have strung some wins together now and playing in pretty good form. And of course, beating the reigning premiers last week for the second time this season, so that would have given them heaps of confidence as well. Yeah,
very much so. So we'll see what they can muster up here today. They're just moving here, getting it reset.
So just easily winning the hit out. Partington at ground level gets the hand pass up to Chalmers. He gets tackled and thrown out of the way. A quick kick forward by Jackson East, but it's chopped off across half back. Good defensive pressure sees a dribble kick come out, but PINT again with the numbers around the ball is working it through the hands here. Calful once again, who's had plenty of the footy, gets it over the top and now eventually comes out to McDonald, who elects to go short, and he hits Benjamin Brett on the wing. He kicks long in towards the top of the goal square. The ball spills forward. Warwick Williams down there got his hands to it, couldn't control it, and eventually he's still in the play. The hand pass comes to him. He swings the hand pass out wide, but Wanderers have got some numbers back there. Forrester gets a quick kick out of the defensive area, and on the bounce, Bates runs onto it, and just fumbling at the first attempt, now controls the ball and swings back inside, and he finds East, who takes the mark, plays on quickly, and Arbin was the recipient. He goes long down towards full forward, but well read in defence, and PINT looking to bring it away again as the hand pass comes over the top to Pulmer. Pulmer goes long down the middle of the ground, and he finds Kirk. Kirk switches to the outer side of the ground, and it's a one-on-one out there. I'm not sure that was the best option in the end. They had all the momentum going forward and elected to go laterally and missed the target and bounced it over the boundary line.
Yeah, so we'll give Wanderers here the opportunity to reset. Or something you don't see every day there, Stu umpire leaving the field of play to collect
Don't
that
mention
football.
it, Tara.
Zip the lip. But no, that's it. He's doing
It's only a low fence.
It's only a low, it doesn't count. Ball goes up. Hands to it early. Pint there. McDonald by himself doing all the ruck work there. But Wanderers managing to turn that one over and forcing that ball forward. But might find the boundary line, which it has here. So it'll be another ball in.
Yeah, that boundary line on the outer side has seen plenty of action today. Maybe it's in too far.
Not getting into that. Lucky there's lines at all, Stu. It has been a wet week. Just like that, beautifully marked there and taken in the hands of McDonald. He's pushed that one forward as best he can. Trying to pick that one up off the deck there and does with a beautiful hand pass over the top. Picking off the ground there was Palmer. Palmer with a kick pushing that one forward, but just a spilt mark there, but managed to be turned over there by Pine again. Wanderers defence working overtime to get this one off the deck and turned over. Bit of pressure there. Pint still working hard, and it's picked up beautifully off the ground there by McKimmie. 2 goals to his name, but it's just touched the post on the way through. So another behind there for Pint.
Knocked the flag out, goal umpire's flag out of the
so
holder.
So is it the goal? Or?
No, it's part of the post.
So Wanderers here looking to go with the opposite switch here down the opposite wing. A few high flyers, but it's all Pint all day, but it might be a bit of a turnover. Yep, thankfully there for Wanderers, a second opportunity here to surge this ball forward, which they will through the boot of McLean. Again, a few high flyers, Motlop involved there. No clean pick up yet. Wanderers doing what they can, but under a high amount of pressure there from Motlop. Warwick Williams doing what he can as well. Again, no clear control of the footy yet. It'll be a foot race to it before the boundary gets it, but boundary just beats him to it.
Yeah, good effort by Will James out there, and Aaron Motlop a couple of times at the bottom of the pack. He's a rare inclusion in the side these days, but obviously had the need this week and getting his hands dirty out in the middle as well as coaching the side. So
that's it, player coach.
There's a free kick at ground level once again, and it's Arbin who's, as you mentioned before, has had plenty of the ball early. He chips short to McLean, and McLean looking to switch across here, where Matthew Motlop's found some space coming out of defence, and he goes short again, and this time to Davidson. So between wing and half forward, Davidson's taking the mark, indicating that he intends to kick long here straight down the middle of the ground. He goes to the top of the goal square. Ball slips over the back from the marking contest, and Arbin was onto that and swings around on the left boot, but just missed it to the near side. And that's Wanderers' first score on the board. Unfortunately for them, just a behind.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens here. Pint with a few options, but it'll be Motlop that kicks that one out. They're loving that opposite wing this today, which is great for our camera angles. The ball bounces there, turned over beautifully there by Wanderers, and it'll be their trusted captain, stepping captain there by Taylor's off to get that ball forward. High kick, looking for options. It's a 3-on-1, and just like that, Pint turned that one over.
Yeah, they're just lining up, weren't they? And Stevie Motlop called the others out, which is fair enough. Safe hands, and takes that mark and goes out of side once again, long close to the boundary line. Coming in late and putting the pressure on was Daniel Fuller, but in doing so has given away a free kick. So it's going to be Brad Ryan who will receive that free kick. He's looking to move the ball along quickly. He's now called to play on. Hand passes underground. I'm not sure there was a player there that's gone directly over the boundary line.
Yeah, no.
But benefit of the doubt, and it's going to be a throw-in.
So reset here, but Wanderers get out of that one nice and easy too. McDonald doing a good job for Pint in the ruck there up against Daniel Fuller. No clear control of the footy there out of the ball being thrown in. Warwick Williams does what he can to do a bit of a 360 and get that ball moving. No clear pick up there, but Wanderers surging to try and get this one into their forward line. A little bit of a push in the back there. Umpire says play on. Picked up beautifully there, but does get tapped and might be a trip called by the umpire, which it is. There'll be a reset there through the hands of Matthew Motlop. He takes a run with it. Beautiful kick in there. It's a high ball. There's a few blue shirts, but no, unfortunately, it just goes through the hands. And just like that, Pint cleaned that one up very, very quickly out of the danger zone. Done well with a bit of a shepherd there by Warwick Williams off play. Motlop there. Little chip, high kick, looking to find options, which he does with a beautiful mark taken there by Pint. He's opted to go for a bit of a switch there. It's a miss mark. McConnell doing what he can to keep that ball in play, but it ends up finding the hands of Partington. There has been a whistle blown.
I think it's going to be a free kick to Davidson here. He was working really hard and just got held off the ball a bit. So
I think it's good. You see the crowd's happy about it too.
Yeah. But just just second and third efforts there from Davidson was terrific.
Well, 2-on-1 as well. Yep. This is good from Wanderers. The last couple of minutes that we've seen.
Yeah, getting a bit of control of the ball now. That one is knocked away and Pint just rebounded it down towards half forward. Picked up beautifully down there by McKimmie. Kicks on the left forward, but good defensive work by Ankin Lewis, who gets around a couple, then kicks high on the left boot straight down the ground. Fuller in the marking contest with McDonald, but McDonald kept his feet and won the footy. The hand pass looped forward, and now it spills out to Williams, who's got a bit of space. He runs forward, just tackled as he kicks down towards the goal line, and I think the tackle was enough to affect the kick and make it fall short, and eventually it got punched out over the line and another throw in.
There's good defence work there from Petherbridge on Ryan, to be honest, big goal saving, because we know that he's got a great overhead mark, Matt Ryan, so great defensive pressure there. Ball thrown in here. It is dangerous territory here for Wanderers because we know how Pint can strike.
So from the throw in, just knocked forward from the ruck contest at ground level, or it's just scooped out between a player's legs there as the ball's close to the boundary line again. Wanderers desperately trying to work it out of there as Cabillo gets wrapped up in the tackle. Now quick kick forward. And good work in defence by Smith Thompson. Got the hand pass out, but just unaware of the pressure coming was Timothy Friend, and he got tackled by Mead Harding, who will receive the free kick.
Don't see that very often from forwards.
No.
Like that kind of attack on the attack.
Yeah.
Massive.
Really important though. And Mead Harding on that left kicks long towards goal. It's going across the face and just forced over by Petherbridge once again.
Fortunate no reward for effort there for Mead Harding. And still no return there if we're looking at our defensive zone here for Wanderers. Still no return of their captain in Mitch Taylor. So keeping an eye on that one, and we'll give you any updates as they come through.
Yeah, it's a worry, isn't it? So ball at ground level. Scramble down there, and that'll be a stalemate and a ball up. So the ball at half forward for Pint, kicking towards the sports club end of the ground. There's a push out here. It's going to be a Wanderers free kick, and it will go to Kane Cox, the ruckman. So gets the ball now and gets it moving quickly. Long down the near side of the ground as Pint again. Just get numbers around the ball and use it by hand over to Motlop. Motlop tries to hit something up in the middle of the ground. Eventually it spills to Partington, and Partington goes wide to the outer side where McConnell takes a mark, kicks forward. It gets over the top of the pack of players and rolls out of bounds once again.
So really a whole lot of back and forth here. Wanderers with a lot of control of the footy through the middle and centre zones there, but not being able to convert this control of possession into anything on the scoreboard. So just see what they can muster up here. About to enter the 13-minute mark here of the second quarter, watching AFLNT's coverage of the 2023-24 TIO NTFL season.
Part again from the stoppage, just slips through the hands. Hand pass comes down to Nolan, who had a runner in Brett. Brett got tagged by the jumper and gave it across to Maloney, who kicks long towards goal, but again offline and through for a behind for Pint. So 4 goals 8 now The damage could have been a lot worse for Wanderers.
Very much so. So we'll see what Wanderers can do here. Going for a bit of a different opportunity there, Wanderers. But again, just pushed forward there by Pint. A little bit of a tackle there, no clear possession, doing what they can to get it, but just gets hit out there by Nathan Jones-Cabillo. So that'll be another ball in.
So, ball just inside forward 50 for Pint as the boundary throw-in comes in, and ball slips out the back, and Totham gets the clearing kick for Wanderers down towards the wing. Running onto it down there was James for Wanderers, but just too slow with the ball, and the free kick's been paid to Ethan Smith, rewarded for that tackle. He chips in short, the ball spoilt from behind by Cox, but illegally is the umpire's call, and Elliot Chalmers will be the recipient of the free kick. Just forward of centre for Pint. Goes long down the middle of the ground again, looking for the high flyers at ground level. It's picked off by Kirk, but just slipped off the outside of the boot.
Yep.
And out to the right and through for another behind. Braden McLean jogging back to retrieve the footy to bring the ball back into play. So McLean going outer side of the ground, goes long, but just too easily picked off by, again, there was a cluster of Pint players down there, and any one of them could have taken the mark as they go forward to the outer side again. It's a good mark out on the lead. Ryan once again swings around on that left boot. He kicks long towards goal. It's going to go all the way, I think. It's all the way through. So
what an angle.
Matt Ryan gets his third on the board. He's kicked the last three for Pint.
Jeez.
And they're fifth of the game. So pretty dominant performance by Pint so far. And Wanderers in general play have had a bit more of the ball, but again just unable to get any connection going forward to give themselves scoring opportunities.
Yeah, no, beautiful, a great mark on the wing there from Ryan, especially in these conditions, and a huge snap, especially at that angle, just to get that one in between the big sticks there, and as you said, extends their lead that little bit further. So Wanderers really do have to muster up something here, Stu, to remain a part of this game.
So this is where it starts, obviously, and Pint have been dominant around the clearances, and that's just given them the go forward for the whole game.
Yeah, very much so.
So Fuller trying his best, but doesn't win that hit out, that ground level. The hand pass comes across from Cabillo, and there was a free kick, but advantage is paid, and now here's a chance for Wanderers as they get it deep inside their forward half. But again, Pint just well set up behind. There's a whistle here. And it's a Wanderers free kick. So
something off play perhaps there, but looks like it'll go to Sam Davidson.
Yeah, so their first real opportunity with a set shot for goal in the game.
So he's poised. Good position here. Hopefully conditions suit. But he's just drifted off for a behind, unfortunately.
Dragged it to the left. You could see it off the boot that he dragged it to the left, unfortunately for Wanderers. As we see big Josh Wilson in screen there running the water. He's the Vice President of Wanderers out there doing the work, so good to see. As Stevie Motlop has a bounce and delivers beautifully to Chalmers, who chips out wide, and it's Mead Harding out there who kicks long down towards half forward. A crash of players in the pack as in the marking contest, and Wanderers just work it out of defence again, out into open space, but too far out in front, and it's over the boundary line again for another throw-in.
So an opportunity here, as a few of them have come up now for Wanderers for a reset. You've got to start thinking about what are they doing out of these ruck contests here to get control of this footy here, because Pint just seemed to have the right recipe. Ball goes up there, looks like Smith getting his hand to it first. A lot of bodies to it on the ground. Umpire's just made the call. I said I'll have that. It will be a ball up. Ball goes high here. Again, hands to it with Smith first. Trying to get control of that footy as Chalmers gets a hand pass over the top there. It's picked up, but is unfortunately just messed up there when it tries to get a hand pass to it again. Plethora of bodies there, but no clear control. Looks like it's ended up being a high and a free paid there over the top of the shoulder there to Jackson East. Finds the hands of McLean, but just right over the top there, and will find the boundary for what might be an untouched, so it'll be a kick in there for Warwick Williams.
Just had the free player, but the skill error missed the target, and Pint again through Williams, who of course is an ex-Wanderers player. Kicks around the outer side of the ground, and Smith in front just couldn't take the mark.
You can see that Sharon is not made for marking today.
Yeah.
He's
Getting
not
pretty
marking
slippery.
conditions, yes.
So from the boundary throw, and it spills forward, and a quick kick forward. Bounces off the nose there of Lewis, but managed to get the hand pass out to Smith Thompson. He got caught in the tackle, and now Pint again from deep in the pocket. The chip kick in towards the goal square, but well read back there by Pathybridge, who takes that mark. He's got the tough job on Matt Ryan, of course, and he's run himself into some trouble, but manages to get out of it now. And kicks on the right, straight down the middle of the ground, but there's Pint players there are plenty as the ball spills, but Wanderers first hands on the ball. Eventually it comes back to Palmer, who kicks it high into the forward pocket. Off hands, the ball spills forward, and at ground level, Mead Harding in a bit of space, and all he needed was a little bit of space. Took the one step, threw it on the boot, and straight through for another Pint goal.
That pumps them up there. Wanderers just the two behinds for the first and second quarter so far, but Pint 6-9-45, so a whopping display of dominance so far in these opening first two quarters. So just passing on into extra time here. So we'll see what Pint might do here.
Yeah, it's that. As I said before, they've dominated around the stoppages, and that's got them going forward at most opportunities, and really where Wanderers need to get in and get their hands on the ball first.
And I think the important one in this is accuracy, especially in these conditions. It's a hard one to get right, but Pint just seemed to be reading the play quite well. Players in the right position. Accuracy is pretty bang on, as you can see. Looks like McDonald's back in the ruck there, and it's surged forward by Pint just with another opportunity here. Looks like Mead Harding doing his best to try and get control of that footy, but just tackled out of it. Wanderers need to work hard here to get control of the footy. Look like Arbin, but been picked up yet again by Pint and pushed forward. McDonald doing what he can to run forward from his position as ruck there. Puts that one on the left boot. It's going to go high. Just who can get their hands to it first. Picked up there on the snap on the right boot. Does it go through? Umpire says yes, and that's beautiful there from what looked like Kyle Kirk.
Yep. Yeah, it was Kyle Kirk just in the perfect position as the ball came in high. Just the front and centre position, and clean hands at ground level. Picked up in some space and hooked it through for another Pint goal. So that's their fourth for the quarter now, and Kirk gets himself on the scoreboard.
Massive. Multiple goal scorers today there for Pint already.
Yeah, there was just the two for their first five goals, but just opening up a bit now, and getting some spread of goal kickers.
I can tell you right now,
Wanderers would be happy to just have one.
Yeah, I tell you right now, I'm not putting my hand up to wash McDonald's Guernsey. He's going through it.
Four shorts.
Hands to the ball early there. McDonald doing well in the ruck contest. Beautiful hands in these conditions by McLean to do a little bit of a 360 and push that one into the forward line there. A few bounces. They don't favour the Wanderers forward line. Pint doing what they can to get this one out of that under pressure zone. Bit of a soccer there. As always, Stevie Motlop doing the work of 10 men back there, pushing that one forward. Beautiful hands there by Warwick Williams with a lovely overhead mark in these conditions. Opts for centering, kick there. A few high flyers, but it's found there in the hands of Mayer. Mayer pushes that one forward. A beautiful overhead mark there who looks like it is McKimmie again, who'd be lining up for a third shot on goal.
Yeah, just good transition footy, wasn't it, from one end of the ground to the other.
Clean.
Yeah, and yeah, so that's gone from Stephen Motlop deep in defence, and from there I don't think Wanderers touched the footy and finished with McKimmie with a set shot directly in front.
Oh, I don't know if it's come off his boot the way he would have wanted.
So, yeah, it slipped right off the instep and out close to the boundary line. The ball's still alive, though, and Pint working it through the hands. The centering ball comes in. Good defensive work, sees the fist away from behind. But, again, there's plenty of pressure as the ball's close to the boundary line. And will be another throw in.
I think that Wanderers here would be hoping for this siren to come very soon, just for an opportunity for them to have a bit of a reset and a restart here into that third quarter. It just needs something to happen here for these guys to get a bit of a resurgence, because it's in a bit of a dangerous zone for Pint if they can make some magic happen, but Wanderers need to get it out of there quick. Wrapped up early, no clear control there, but it's found and it's gone high, but umpires there has found a whistle
Free kick, yeah.
and a free kick there for Wanderers.
So a bit of relief for Wanderers in their back half, and will no doubt look to work the ball out of defence, but the siren goes before they can try that. So yeah, the end of the second quarter, and really the first half dominated by Pint, really reflecting their position on the premiership table and their recent form, Tara.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right there, Stu. So we'll see what Wanderers can muster up here at half-time. Wanderers 2 behinds to Pint 7-9-51. We'll be right back just after these half-time messages.
You know Territorians go a long way for one another. So it's good to know that with TIO Comprehensive Car Insurance, if you have an accident covered by your policy, we're here to help with the reasonable costs of towing, as well as your additional emergency accommodation and travelling expenses. And that goes a long way when you're away. Get a quote today. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Looking for a fun day out with your family or friends? Head on over to Palmerston Mini Golf. With our beautifully landscaped course suitable for all ages, you'll have a blast playing mini golf here at Palmerston. We offer the perfect setting for kids' birthday parties, complete with special packages to make their day unforgettable. And if you're looking to have some fun with your mates, we have you covered too. Play during the day or under lights. We're open until 10 p.m.
And we'll see you around Palmerston Mini Golf.
Find us at the Palmerston Golf and Country Club.
So we're here on a Friday night for our NAB AFL Auskick, where we run a girls only option, and the kids are pumped, ready to rock and roll and have some fun with the footy.
We signed our daughter up for Auskick because her big brother did Auskick last year and she just loves it. I thought signing her up for a girls only group would be a great chance for her to kind of be with some friends in a comfortable environment.
The thing about a girls only team that I think Zoe really enjoys is that she gets to run around with like-minded girls. They get distracted, they do cartwheels, they hold hands, they sing. It just makes it a bit more of a fun experience.
I like Auskick because I get to play with my sister. We love Auskick!
A number of parents have asked if their daughter has to be in your girls group, and they don't. There will be some girls that will naturally just gravitate to brothers or cousins and join the boys group and have just as much fun if it were to be single sex. So yeah, there's definitely options there every Friday night.
My girls just love interacting with the other girls here. They love kicking a footy, they love learning the skills, and they love the hot dog at the end. I love joining in with my girls. I actually can't help myself, and I love to see the skills not only of my kids but of the other kids in their girls only group really developing over the clinic.
Evie just loves playing the games, learning new things. She'll be doing it then for the rest of the weekend, doing her favourite kicks, telling us how many goals she kicked on Friday night.
The best thing about Auskick is that it's really fun. It's lots of fun for them.
Yeah!
for St Mary's. Player unable to take the mark, but able to keep it in his possession and puts it out the front of Jackson Calder. But got someone else running through, kicks it off the ground, just trying to pick up who that player is in the rain, and a good goal there to St Mary's. Good defensive work there by the Crocs, and they're going to kick it away through Zach Smith. Great pressure by Xavier Vallejo. Dylan Lant comes out with it, puts it on the boot, and he's kicked the second goal for St Mary's tonight. Some fantastic play there by the Saints. To ground there. It's very wet, Michael Bowden now. But cut off by Nate Paredes, and he runs in. He gets tackled as he kicks on goal. Oh, and in the goal square, I think that's been paid a goal to St Mary's through Sam Glover. He went to mark it, but brought the ball to ground and just kicked it off the ground in the goal square. Southern Districts with the hands now. Ryan kicking it inside 50, and there's only one player in there for them, and it's a great mark to Brander. He kicks it goal. There's no one in the goal square, and Southern Districts have kicked their first goal of the game at the 2-minute mark of the second quarter through Jared Brander. Time. Jackson Calder now plays on quickly. He's got Dylan Lant all on his own, 45 metres out directly in front of goal. St Mary's with the lead. Runs in and kicks on the left. It's a good looking kick, but there's a big pack of players around the goal umpire there. And it's a goal. Dylan Lant with a goal for St Mary's, his second of the game. St Mary's now with the fast break. Seth Harris through the middle. There's no one in the 50. Kicks it over the top of, I think it's Sam Glover there, running onto the ball. He manages to pick it up, spins around. He's got Jackson Calder all on his own and hits him on the chest. It's one already. On the right. And that is another goal for Jackson Calder. So he picks it up, traps that ball. He's running backwards, but he's got good support there in Bo Schwartz. They handball it out wide. It looks like Michael Bowden out there. He's come down from defence. He's had a shot on goal, and it's punched across the line by St Mary's, but I think it's beaten the player across the line, and it's a goal for Southern Districts. Someone's given away a free kick. It's going backwards to no, it's gone to Ross of Southern Districts. He runs around the mark, inside 50, just puts it on the boot. Gone for goal. And he's kicked it. So 2 goals in a row to Southern Districts, and all of a sudden that margin gets a hell of a lot closer, Nick. Back inside 50. Got players running onto it. Little set of handball there and a kick. And finally, Brander takes a mark about 40 metres out directly in front of goal. Brander runs in, has a shot on goal, and that one has gone through for his second of the night and Croc's 4th goal of the evening. He's back to Vallejo. There's the siren, and St Mary's have hung on to win against Southern Districts despite not kicking a goal in the final quarter, Nick.
Yep, St Mary's 6-7-43 defeated Southern Districts 4-10-34, so 9 points in it in the end.
Mark there. Got a player all on his own at the top of the 50. He's going to take a bounce and run in. Looks like Carlson Cantilla. Big kick. No one in the goal square. Cantilla has kicked the 3rd goal for the Tiwi Bombers in the opening 15 minutes. Tiwi's defence has been fantastic in this first quarter. They're not allowing Palmerston much room at all. Now Palmerston with the inside 50. There's no one in the goal square. And that kick is a goal. So Palmerston finally with a goal at the 17.5-minute mark of the first quarter. Again, gets the ball but gets taken to ground. Picks up again by Palmerston. Has a shot on goal. And they've kicked another one, Palmerston. And that was Bromher for the Palmerston Magpies, Alberto Bromher. Thompson managed to turn it over, bounces over the top of Edmonds. Grigg now gives it back to Edmonds. Kicks it to the goal square, goes over the top of everyone, and that's a goal. And the Magpies hit the lead for the first time all day. There's 4 or 5 players down on the ground, but now Tippermantomary gets his kick away, goes over the top of everyone and through for a goal for the Tiwi Bombers. So the Bombers are back in front, and don't they love that one? And a great celebration just off screen. Trying to step around now, the Tiwi Bombers. Big handball though. Oh, great running there. Great running by Tippermantomary, and he's kicked one of the most exciting goals you'll ever see, and he's running to the ground, straight to the grandstand to celebrate without it, and the umpire has called it. He says play on, gets a handball off to Henry Karanua. Karanua on the left, goes over the top of everyone, and another goal for the Tiwi Bombers, this time Henry Karanua. Possession, but chopped off once again by Tiwi. Little chip kick over the top, looking for Henry Karanua. He's got the ball, he's got time, just settles, puts it on the left and puts it through for a goal for the Tiwi Bombers. Henry Karanua, his second goal. It's like Purantatameri done. Little kick over the top, finds a teammate, and it's another goal for the Tiwi Bombers. The distance, pack of players run at it. Gooks there for the Magpies. Ball hits the deck, picked up by Alberto Brongher, and he's kicked his second goal of the game. He kicked one in the first, and now he's kicked one in the final quarter for the Palmerston Magpies. And to Damien Dunn in the blue boots. Kicks it high up and under. Kim Cantilla is there. He taps it to himself in the goal square, and he's kicked another one off the ground for the Tiwi Bombers. Very, very clever play there by Kim Cantilla. Penetration through the middle and a beautiful mark. Purantatameri Dunn gets the hands off to Darcy Lang, runs in at goal and kicks another goal for the Tiwi Bombers, and they all get around him. Over the top, he's got a running teammate, Edmonds, who takes a juggling mark. He's got players free inside 50, but he's going to go over the top of everyone. And I'm not sure if that was touched. The umpire's paid a goal. So Lucas Edmonds kicks his third goal for the game for them. And a good running mark there to Roy Cantilla on the final siren. And it is the Tiwi Bombers who have won their third game of the season. The final score 16-14, 110 to the Magpies 9-1-55.
Get it out, and a long kick down into their forward half for the first time. Over the back, Bates gets onto it, kicks on the left as the pressure comes on, and that's a fantastic finish from Simon Bates.
Has opened the bottles of heaven.
So Darms gets a hand pass.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to AFL&T and NT News' coverage to the 2023-24 TIO NTFL season, broadcasting live from Tracy Village Oval here in Darwin on beautiful Larrakia country. It's been an absolute powerhouse performance from PINT in the opening 2 quarters here at Tracy Village Oval here, and Wanderers need to work hard this quarter to really stay a part of this game. Stu, what are your thoughts just on the opening half?
Yeah, look, as you said, dominant performance from PINT, but I think the one good thing is that the weather's clear at the moment, so hopefully we'll get some good skills, but you can see that it's a little bit boggy in the middle of the ground and a bit slippery on the surface, but we're underway, and PINT again, first hands on the ball out of the centre and now driving down towards half forward, and again a strong mark in front by McKimmie, who swings on the left out in front. It's good defensive work to get the fist in from behind, but Wanderers players just standing around as PINT just fish it out. Chalmers gets it out to Brett. Brett by hand out wide and a long kick down towards the goal line, but offline and through for behind to start the third quarter.
Having a look there, Pint with all the control, Wanderers with 11 players in the forward 50.
But just not having an impact on the contest.
So kicked out there, looked like Braden McLean finds the hands of Arbin. Arbin here you can see looking for options to appear here on the opposite wing. He goes for a high booming kick here, but looks like a sea of green and gold, but managed to turn that one over quickly, but push in the back has been found there by umpire Casper.
No, it's out of bounds, I think,
out of
Tara.
bounds.
Yeah, Jackson East out there just couldn't keep it in play, so throw in again, not for the first time on that outer side of the ground today.
Or the second. Or even maybe the 10th.
So McDonald tries to hook that one in with his left hand, but picked up at ground level by Bates. He got tackled as he tried to kick and just threw him off balance, and he had an air shot and is penalised for incorrect disposal. So Pint just chip it across to the middle of the ground where Maher takes the mark and swings out wide here to Ryan. Brad Ryan just steps away and kicks long down to the forward half. Spills forward and there's a snapshot for goal. It's going to go all the way through and that was Luke McConnell that was on the end of that right by the boundary line, and a terrific finish from deep in that right forward pocket and straight through the middle of the unguarded goal square.
Yep, that's what we've seen from Pint all day, just surging at those opportunities there, and a snap, as you said, from McConnell gets them just that little bit further. 8 goals on the board, 10 behinds, 58 to just the 2 behinds for Wanderers. Yeah, it's turning into a long season for Wanderers, isn't it? Who had a good win in round 1, and it's been a real struggle since then, unfortunately for them. But they keep showing up, and as we said, they've got 4 players in the rep squad. They've got some good talent in the side. They just need to get some consistency around the rest of their squad. So at ground level, it's a scramble for the ball again. There's a whistle here, and it's going to be a Pint free kick once again to Chalmers. Chalmers chips out wide as he holds his head, gives it to Maher. Maher sprints away on the left, looking out wide for Kirk, but too far out in front of him, and rolls over the boundary line for another throw-in. So is inching closer and closer there to the Pint forward 50. They had just 2 goals in the opening term down that end, so you can see they had a bit of a field day kicking the opposite wing. Ball goes high. Oh, yeah, it wasn't the best of throw-ins, I don't think, so it might come back. So was for Pint, but so the ball not just slippery for the players, but of course for the umpires as well. So forgive that one. There's a nice dog in the background. Yeah,
getting
beautiful. And you can just an update on McDonald's Guernsey. They're getting worse by the minute. So
Partington over the top, just missed the target. Arbin again, racking up the possessions, gets it to Forrester, who swings around, and now a quick kick forward, but chopped off in defence, and Pint again looking to use the corridor where the mark's taken nicely by Pulmer. Pulmer has runners from behind, gives off now, and Williams drives the ball down towards half forward. Smythe at ground level just got worried out of it by Lewis as the ball close to the boundary line. It's kept in by Pethy-Bridge, tries a hand pass over the top, and Motlop keeps it in and gives it to Stephen Motlop, who chips the ball inside the forward 50 and just perfectly weighted over the top of the Wanderers defenders and allowed Ben Brett to run onto it and take the chest mark.
Very well done there, and a good surge forward there from the defender in Motlop. You can see it's rather still out there, Stu, only a slight breeze.
Yeah, no rain at the moment,
No.
which is good. And Brett with the set shot from inside 50. Kicks on the left. It looks pretty good.
yeah.
I think it's just snuck in there. So another pint goal. And this is shaping to really improve their percentages as we kick towards the business end of the season.
Yeah, very much so. So just extends that lead that little bit further. Pint 9-10-64 to Wanderers, just the 2 behinds for the first half here. About just to enter the 6-minute mark here of the third quarter. You're watching AFL&T's coverage of the 2023-24 TIO NTFL season, broadcasting live here from Tracy Village Oval for the Wanderers home game here against Pint.
So Pint really stamping their authority on this game and sending out the message that they're contenders come the end of the season. And they're a dangerous side. You wouldn't want to be playing them in finals, I wouldn't think.
No.
From that stoppage, hand pass comes out to Williams, but again there's a whistle here, and it's going to be turned over and back to Wanderers as Braden McLean will be the recipient of the free kick. He's looking to move the ball quickly straight down the middle of the ground. Good defensive work by Ma once again, gets the hand pass over the top to Chalmers. Chalmers runs back through the traffic and then switches out wide and finds a teammate, and Wanderers work it around the outer side of the ground where Stroge takes the mark and just jogs off, has a bounce, delivers inside forward 50 to Mead Harding, who swings around on the left, kicks long into the forward pocket, and a pretty clinical build up there from Pint. And it's Matt Ryan on the end of this one again as he kicks towards goal. There's no problem whatsoever, straight through the middle, and Pint have their third on the board once again. But yeah, terrific build up there.
Yeah, that's massive there from Pint. Beautiful. You summed it up perfectly there, Stu. Clinical football, and we saw that in the last couple of minutes of the second quarter, where just clean, beautiful passage of play of football there and turned over, and obviously rewarded at the end there with another goal. So 10 goals, 10-70. Wanderers just the 2 behinds.
Yeah, so clearly Mitch Taylor's out for the game, Tara.
Yeah.
There's been no return since that heavy collision with the ground really in the first quarter pretty early on, so that certainly hasn't helped Wanderers' cause in this game.
No, hoping it's just a precautionary measure there, keeping him safe, but yeah, best wishes to him.
So from the stoppage, hacked off the ground by Totham, but Pint again set up in defence as Mar sweeps the hand pass out wide, and Motlop goes outer side of the ground and finds his teammate in Kirk. He hand passes over the top, looking to give it back to Stephen Motlop, but they just missed the target. But Pint have been good enough to get their hands on it first again at ground level as the ball spills out now, and there's a snapshot towards goal. It's gone straight through the middle. It's another Pint goal, and they all get around and congratulate the goal kicker, who I think was Jacob Maloney. So plenty of hand slaps all around.
Yep.
Yeah, number 23 Maloney there just on the end of it. So it's turning into a bit of a procession for Pint now as they kick their 4th goal for the quarter.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know really what the answer is here for Wanderers, Stu.
No, that's right. It's obviously that defensively they've got to try and play one-on-one, and when they get the ball, just be prepared to find targets and be patient in the build-up. But unless there's a chance to break quickly into space, but they haven't had that. And Pint, we know, are disciplined in defence and get players behind the ball, so it's pretty hard for Wanderers going forward. So players running everywhere there except where the ball was.
Yeah,
and
it took me a second to follow the play.
McLean sweeped in, gave it to East. East on the left got it down to full forward, a double fist to forward. Here's a chance perhaps for Wanderers, but no, again, Pint with the numbers there. That's not the best of kicks coming out, but does hit a target, and Pint running to go again. Prepared to change direction and switch into the corridor. It's off to Smythe now, who goes long down the line, and the mark taken down there by the recent goal kicker. Maloney gave it off to Williams running through, and he gets on the end of it now and gets himself on the scoreboard. So just too easy there for Pint. Not enough discipline pressure from Wanderers to pick up those loose players, and Pint just marching on with their 5th goal of the quarter.
Massive. Yeah, you can see he was a bit kind of torn there about whether to play on or not, and Warwick Williams, right place, right time, just be able to put that one through there on a beautiful sharp drill kick straight through the goals.
He does that a bit, gets around the back for the handball receive. We know he's a penetrating kick and accurate most times, so he sort of made the move from defence to a wing really for Pint in recent times, and that's given him the chance to become a bit of a goal kicker for him as well.
Yep, no, they've got him well placed and they're using him well as they need to, Pint. So, no, it's good. He's obviously a recent recruit across from Wanderers. Ball goes up high there. Contest won by Pint, but wrapped up really quickly there by that Wanderers player. But Wanderers doing what they can. It might be a high called there, which it is. That's a bit of a blessing there for Wanderers as they try to surge this ball forward there. Kind of read the ball wrong there, unfortunately, Daniel Fuller, and he does get cleaned up a little bit, but managed to turn that one over was Aaron Motlop there, looking to kick into some space. It'd be a foot race to see who gets there first. Looking like it might be Stevie Motlop, who's pushed that one close to the boundary, and yes, the boundary has gotten to that one there, so it'll be another ball in. Yeah, that was better pressure in the middle. The tackle was made, but just broke free and Pint got the hands free and got it out, but a stalemate on the outer side of the ground. Fuller and Smythe in front just taps it forward, but East at ground level gets a hand pass back, and a quick kick has gone out of bounds on the full, unfortunately, and it'll be a Pint free kick as Mitch Pulmer just scales the fence to retrieve the footy. Scales. Not steps, scales.
Yeah, probably didn't touch the fence getting over it, so chips inboard to Marr. He's got leading Brad Ryan, who's a bit slow on that one, but still manages to find him, and he takes the mark at half back.
He's paid 50.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about, but certainly didn't look like the player on the mark.
No, Bates is confused by that as well, but umpire's seen something there that's called for the 50, so that'll push that play forward there. Pretty close to the edge of the centre square by the look of it. Oh,
yeah.
Let's go for it, the leg kick.
Yeah, looks like. Yeah, making sure that
all right.
The legs loosened up.
Would love to give you a player number or a name, but
yeah, it's Brad Ryan, I think. So.
Oh, great.
Yep. He's
huge kick.
Yeah, distance wasn't a problem, but just dragged it to the left, through for behind.
You know, they're pretty comfortable at the moment, Pine, if they're looking to kick from that far out here, so maybe that complacency might give a little bit of an inch into Wanderers, so we'll see what happens here. Trusted ex-captain there in McLean pushing that one forward with the opposite wing. High flyer there, but Pine's got their hands to it first. Hand passed out, looking to switch direction for that one quickly. Hand pass again, looking for options there to step away from that Wanderers player. Manages to get a boot to it. A few high flyers, no clean hands to it. Looks like Mead Harding getting a hand pass to it and out of the pressure zone. And just like that over the boundary line again, and we are in the Pint forward 50.
Yeah, Pathybridge again getting a fist to it. He's battled hard all day against the odds and against a tall, strong opponent in Matt Ryan, but hasn't stopped having a crack.
No, very much so, and I hope he kind of keeps his finger on the pulse with that one there as well, because he's done well to not this be a huge blowout as much as it already is. So ball goes high there off the boot of McKimmie and finds the boundary line again.
Yep, just landed inside the line and trickled over, so another boundary throw in as we hit the 15-minute mark of this third quarter at Tracy Village Oval. So from the throw in, it's in front was Maloney, just uncontested really in the end, but Wanderers have managed to clear away to the outer side of the ground. Oh, it is Mitch Taylor back on the ground. They've
good to see.
They've got him playing forward, so he comes in and lays the tackle. The player's wrapped up underneath. I think Taylor will be rewarded here, so it is good to see.
I think as are we to see him back on the field. That's great. That's a good result there for Mitch Taylor, and good to see him back on the deck.
So he goes in short to East, Jackson East. Just looking to see what he got further afield. Not too much by the looks of things as he kicks long down, and Mark Klein, but not paid as it comes out now, and they've got runners. Taylor comes in, lays it solid bump, and was a little bit late, I think, and then Pint players weren't too pleased with it, so there's a scuffle there as we try to get the game underway again as the free kick's paid and play goes on down the ground. So not sure what's happening here. I think there's a free kick and another 50-metre penalty, so this will settle things down. Stevie Motlop streaming forward. You see it there, front of screen there, but it's Ma who'll take the free kick. Solid defender for Pint, and a rare opportunity with a set shot at goal for him, courtesy of the 50-metre penalty. So kicks long towards goal now, and no problem whatsoever, straight through the middle. So he'll celebrate that one, as will his teammates, and another goal on the board to Pint.
You see just a pressure bubbling over there for Wanderers there. So Pint 13-11-89 to the Wanderers, just still the 2 behinds there that they got in the second quarter. So yet to get on the board in this third quarter, just about to enter the 17.5-minute mark here at Tracy Village Oval.
Yeah, tough day again for Wanderers, as we've said, but Pint are really building something this season, aren't they? They just missed the finals last year, and it was the thought around the traps was you wouldn't have wanted to play Pint in an elimination final last year, and that's certainly the case this year, and they look a big chance to be playing in those finals this year as things stand at the moment.
I think probably from other clubs' perspectives, the other kind of top 4 regulars, it's the unknown about Pint that would scare them heading into that final series, that they're not a equipped team that their style of play like typically or tokenly. So no, that's other teams shaking their boots a little bit, I imagine.
So Bates gets that hand pass across. There's a whistle here. It's going to be a Wanderers free kick to Aaron Motlop, the coach. He's just looking for a leading player. He swings around now on the right, kicks long down towards full forward. It's fisted away, taken at ground level, but wrapped up in the tackle was Totham, and Pint just clear it out of defence now as Chalmers at half-back takes the mark, hand passes inboard to Steve Motlop. His kick just a little bit overcooked over the top, but Pint look like they've got the numbers as they do. The hand pass comes out, another solid bump there, and I think a free kick's going to be paid here, but just waiting for the ball to come back.
There's a big hit on Mayer.
Yeah, but I'm not sure that the penalty's for that one. I think it might be a Wanderers kick here. So it must have been a free kick and a 50-metre penalty, and Jackson East is the recipient, covered on his left side in mud. He's looking to put Wanderers' first goal on the board, but gee, that is disappointing as the kick slides off to the right and through for a behind again.
So they'll go for another reset here, Pint, another opportunity to surge this ball forward. Wanderers need to do what they can to keep it tight, but you can see they've got players loose in a few spaces here. Opts to go for the commentary wing here. A few blue shirts. Picked up beautifully there by Smith Thompson, but looks like it'll be intercepted there by Stevie Motlop. Motlop pushing that one forward there, but nice turnover there by Timothy Friend. Friend just opts for a little bit of a kick here to McLean, close to the commentary box here at Tracy Village Oval. So he's looking for options here. booming kick. A few high flyers, but a whistle has been blown. So
yeah, Davidson took the kick, but I don't know if he was trying to claim the advantage, but the ball's coming back anyway. And it's a wondrous free kick.
Second shot on goal in a few moments. Or second opportunity to have a go at goal in a few moments. It's a high booming kick there, off the boot of Mummery.
So, but chopped off in defence, and PINT just chip it around the outer side of the ground. As Williams looks inboard to a contest there, east at ground level. Just swings one onto the left boot, but just fell short, and Bates had trouble picking it up off the ground. But again, there's a whistle on the play here. And again, it's a wondrous free kick, and it's going to Simon Bates on the outer side. Just a little bit stop-start at the moment.
Yeah, very much so.
Not much flow to the game as Bates goes back, and he'll have a set shot from deep on that outer side of the ground.
It's a sharp angle.
He's a left footer, of course.
So we'll see if it...
Kick towards goal. I think he might have snuck this one in. He has, and got goal umpire waiting for the all clear. Yep, got it now. So at last, Wanderers on the board with a goal, courtesy of Simon Bates, who received that free kick, and it was a good set shot from out wide.
That's it, so it gets them on the board there, 139 to PINT's 13-11-89. 2.5 minutes into extra time here in the third quarter at Tracy Village Oval. So who knows, they'll come back from this, Drew, I think. That'll be a complete resurgence off that goal, maybe. Hopefully something. Be good to see them muster something up here and just give PINT a little bit more to fight for.
Should just give them a bit of a boost going close to three-quarter time here. As just waiting for the restart. McDonald and Fuller. McDonald gets his hand to the ball, but and then does the follow-up work with the clearing kick down towards half forward. The ball spills out the back. PINT have got runners going forward as the kick comes into the top of the goal square. Perthybridge again gets a hand pass over the top to Totham, back to Perthybridge, who swings on the left and clears it out of the danger zone for the time being at least, and that's a nice mark taken, and now they work it near side of the ground where Arbin takes the mark. No one standing the mark here, but Arbin clearly doesn't have much to go to, and eventually takes the advantage of no player on the mark and runs forward, kicks long down the line. The ball punched from behind. Motlop at ground level chips the ball inboard, and he finds Partington, who switches again to the outer side of the ground where they've got running players streaming down that outer side, and now go long down towards half forward. The ball out close to the boundary line, and good defensive work, and it's cleared away by Lewis for Wanderers, but punched away from behind close to the boundary line and over for another throw in.
Bridge Toyota sign getting a lot of coverage today, Stu.
Yes, so plenty of boundary throw-ins on that outer side as McDonald and Fuller again do battle in ruck. McDonald wins it over the top, gets it down to Nolan, who hand pass forward. Partington gives it back to McDonald. McDonald just runs forward now, kicks long inside forward 50, but there's an infringement down there and a PINT free kick. And I'm pretty sure that this is Jacob Maloney again with the free kick on the outer side.
So he's giving himself a bit of a run up here. He's in the centre square, kicking from just on the 50-metre arc, or a little bit after by the look of it here. Sorry, the ground's a little bit wet. Lining up for what could be Pint's 14th goal. Huge right foot kick here. Will it drop short or get across the line? No, he's happy with it. Everyone gets around him.
Yeah, it is Maloney again, so his second goal for the quarter. And Pint quickly answer the Wanderers' goal from Simon Bates earlier. And yeah, pump on their 7th goal for the quarter, so another dominant quarter from Pint.
Massive. So we're looking at just over the 26-minute mark here. 6 minutes into overtime of this third quarter. Wanderers 139, Pint a whopping 14-11-95. So few inaccuracies there as well for Pint, but 25 scoring shots in 3 quarters is a good number.
Yeah, they've certainly had plenty of the ball and tidied up that accuracy in this quarter with 7 goals, 2 so far. So McDonald again, clever tap work, finds his teammate at ground level and a quick kick forward into the back there. I think it'll be a Pint free kick.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll come back to Kirk inside the centre square. So Kirk wastes no time, kicks long towards recorder. That's just ploughed into the back there, and it'll be Jackson East who'll take that free kick and chips across to the defensive goal square where Braden McLean is spare and takes the mark. He's wandered off now, called to play on, and he goes long out of sight of the ground again. Oh, good use of the body out there, but Motlop couldn't take the mark, and eventually it's forced over the line again for another throw-in. So 27.5 minutes, couldn't be too much longer left in this quarter.
Ruck contest here again. Fuller on McDonald. McDonald with his hands to it first. Booming kick back into the forward 50, or attempting 2 there from that Pint player. Wanderers doing what they can here to control of his footy and get it out, but looks like wrapped up beautifully there by Kyle Kirk. But Wanderers managed to get out of that one scot-free and push that one forward. Bit of a spilt mark there, but picked up nicely there by Aaron Motlop, player coach today. Just pushed forward there, struggling to pick it up, and unfortunately Boundary beats them to it again.
Yeah, so just knocked over the defensive boundary line and forced a stoppage again.
Yeah. So just over 28 minutes gone here in the third quarter, a long quarter of footy here.
So Fuller this time wins the hit out, but straight to his opponent, but it comes into the hands of Motlop. Aaron Motlop kicks long down towards half forward there. Mark almost taken, but just spilled at the end, and Simon Bates has pulled up a bit sore and a knee or hamstring there. Looks like he's really struggling, so not good news for Wanderers as siren goes to end the third quarter, one which Pint dominated again and really put their foot down, kicking 7 goals to 1 and just blowing that lead out, Tara.
Very much so, very much so. Wanderers 139, Pint 14-11-95. We'll be back right after the 3-quarter time break.
Kazali's Palmerston Club. Come and check out our cafe, open 7 days a week. Our kids club is open Wednesday to Sunday nights, including weekend lunchtime. Enjoy hot meals with nightly specials at the bistro or cold drinks at the sports bar. Feeling lucky? Have a go at the latest machines in our gaming lounge or grab your mates for a round of pool. Family gatherings or casual meetings, we have something for everyone. Kazali's Palmerston Club, making a difference.
Love exploring the territory? If you do, it's good to know that with TIO Comprehensive Car Insurance, if you have an accident covered by your policy, we're here to help with the reasonable costs of towing, as well as your additional emergency accommodation and travelling costs. So get out there and explore. Get a quote today. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Process. And a bit of constructive talk. I know it's hard, we're not all from the same footy club, but we've come together for this. Show that passion in the MT Guernsey, get it in their face.
Here at TIO Stadium in Darwin.
Played their hearts out, and obviously it's not what we play 6-6-6 and 7 on the bench, so it's a little bit different, but you know what, we can't ask for anything more. The girls put their bodies on the line, and they went in and they went hard, and you know, some of it was unrewarded, but that's footy.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to AFLNT and NG News' coverage to the 2023-24 TIO NTFL season, broadcasting live here from Tracy Village Oval in beautiful Larrakia country. Entering the fourth quarter here for what's been an absolute dominant display of football from PINT in the last 3 quarters of footy. Wanderers just getting on the board late in the last term. So, thoughts, Stu?
Yeah, PINT continue to impress, don't they? Their teamwork is second to none as Chalmers receives that hit out and just streams out of the centre. But Smith-Thompson in defence for Wanderers clears to the outer side of the ground. Can't find a target and it's pumped back in again as the ball slips over the back. As Wanderers defence under pressure once again as the quick kick comes out, but PINT work it through the hands. McKimmie with a chip kick in, trying to find teammate, just hacked off the ground there by Ben Brett, but not really a realistic chance of scoring a goal from there, but got it through for a behind.
No, get nothing if you don't try, Stu.
So Braden McLean has the ball thrown back to him from over the fence, and he'll bring the ball back into play for Wanderers and looks to go to the outer side of the ground. He goes short this time, but just cutting across was McDonald, got a hand to it and forced it over the boundary line for another throw-in.
Do you think, I'm not sure if the McLean placement, correct me if I'm wrong, Stu, McLean placement in the kick-outs is his best kind of location given how kind of influential he is in the centre?
Yeah, it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because you want someone that uses the ball well out of there, but you've got to get someone to get their hands on it.
Yeah, which is where their turnovers are happening, right, in that centre space. So it's just about whether or not is there something that could happen with a McLean switch there. It's obviously a little bit late, but yeah.
So we're out of bounds on the left forward pocket for PINT, kicking to the Tracy Village Sports and Social Club end of the ground. From the hit out the ball at ground level, first there for Wanderers was Knight, but just couldn't pick up plenty, and the kick comes in towards the goal square again. Just out of defence, a quick hand pass forward from Cox, but Wanderers still under plenty of pressure at half back here as they try to work it out of defence, and they'll be able to now with the free kick to Ankin Lewis at half back. He looks to go short and finds a teammate out here in Thomas Knight. Knight goes long around the boundary lines, punch forward, and McDonald at ground level swings it backwards, and then PINT just trying to look it through that, use it through the hands. Calful hand passed over the top, no free kick as Matthew Motlock comes in and has the ball knocked out of his hands and over the boundary line.
So it'll be a ball in here, right in front of the commentary position here at Tracy Village Oval, home ground of Wanderers Football Club. Ball goes up. Just an attempt to hit out there, but just kind of gets past both of them. Wanderers doing what they can to get control, but it's turned over quickly there by the ruckman in McDonald. McDonald finding his partner there in Palmer. Palmer pushes that one forward. Looks like a little bit of a tug-of-war there between Mead and his opposing Wanderers player. And it will be an umpire's ball up here, back in the centre. Ball goes up there, McDonald with the winning hit out again. Kind of fumbled in the air there by Arbin, but it's his teammate that manages to get that one out and clear, but PINT turned that one over as quickly as it's kicked into them. Going for a little bit of a switch here down the centre. Picked up beautifully. Now it's fine the hands of Palmer, pushed into the forward line. A few options there, but it is just a spilt mark there. Wanderers doing what they can to clean it up and get it out of this defensive zone. Palmer's done well there to kick a high kick. He flew for it, but just spilt the mark, unfortunately, Brett. Wanderers doing what they can. They can see Braden McLean working hard to wrap that ball up.
Yeah, appealing for the free kick, but not coming. It'll be ball up deep in the PINT forward area as Smythe does the ruck work, just ploughs into his opponent and then gets a hand to the ball. Oh, that's a dangerous kick across goal, but it might work out all right as first there is Knight, but he leaves it for Totham. Totham slung as he kicked, got the kick forward, but PINT again lined up behind the ball as Knight just loses control of the ball, and now The ball loose at half back and a quick kick out of defence, but straight into the hands of Smith for PINT, who delivers inside forward 50. Williams didn't realise the ball was going to reach him, but shrugs off an opponent, then gets a hand pass out as he's tackled once again. It's paddled out wide, and certainly no lack of effort around the ball from either side at the moment, as this one's wrapped up again.
And you see Wanderers putting in the energy here in the final quarter as well, where you would have expected them to kind of take the foot off the gas, but good to see them remaining right in a part of this competition.
So at ground level, it's the umpire's taken a spill there as PINT stream forward, ball just falling short and picked up by McKimmie, who hand passes forward, but clever skills from McLean, gets a kick out of defence. Motlop with the hand pass just doesn't reach his teammate, and at ground level it's Schroge who picks it up and then has the ball stripped out of his hands. Davidson trying to shrug off a couple of tacklers, eventually gets wrapped up with the ball, and it'll be a ball up again. Bit of push and shove out there as game's underway once again, and at ground level Partington gets set upon as the ball spills out. Careful with the kick, but there's some frayed tempers out there, and eventually it's been picked up, and there's going to be a free kick here. It's going to go Wanderers' way by the looks of things. Coming back to Davidson, who's looked a little bit angry in the last couple of moments, but he has a controlled kick to McLean, and McLean out of defence around the boundary line, trying to find Friend there, but it's just ricocheted over the boundary line for another throw in. So no goals scored so far after 7 minutes in this final quarter. Just a bit of a stalemate as PINT try to work it through the hands again, but plenty of Wanderers players around the ball, just struggling to get their hands on it at the moment as it's PINT working it through the hands. Stroge just got the hand pass out the back and chips it out wide and finds Nolan. Nolan spilt the mark but had time to tidy up, gives it by hand over the top to Warwick Williams, streaming forward in space. A good effort to get a hand to the ball defensively there and force it over the boundary line. So it was Forrester who just smothered that one over the line, and it'll be a boundary throw in.
Ball goes up here, coming into ruck with Smith. Few bounces there. Beautiful pick up and kick there by McConnell. Just a bounce and kick. It'll be a foot race to see who gets there first. Beautiful tap over the top, hoping to find Ryan, but it's picked up beautifully there by Wanderers in defence. Hasn't come off the boot the way that Petheridge would have liked. He's worked hard all day, so unfortunate error there for him, but Wanderers have done well to clean up and keep control of this footy. Up through a centering kick. Beautifully marked there as well. We need some clinic football here from Wanderers, so, and that's it. They found 50 as well, so that'll push them forward. They've got to move fast here.
Yeah, it's Daniel Fuller with the mark and the advantage of the 50-metre penalty. So big unit playing in the ruck, kicks long down the middle of the ground, hands the ball. The ball spills over the top, but look at all those green and yellow jumpers out there, and PINT just easily just take it away from defence and bring it grandstand side. They've got players running forward now as the kick comes over the top into the hands of Brett. Brett has an outside runner, but ignores that in the end and kicks long to the top of the goal square. But Wanderers first hands on the ball down there. Arbin runs onto it now, picks up, gives the hand pass to Forrester, who wasn't expecting it and couldn't control it. Eventually the hand pass comes over the top to Partington, who snaps towards goal and falls short. The mark not paid as the hand pass is shovelled out, and they're still throwing it around close to the goal line. And now a quick kick towards goal. I think it is another goal, and I think it's Jacob Maloney once again who was involved in that, and that is the first goal for the final quarter.
It's about to enter the 10-minute mark here of the final quarter, as Stu said. Wanderers 139 to Pints 15-12, 102. An absolute percentage booster for Pint, the result of this game here, and really gives them a firm position heading into the last few rounds of the home and away season, Stu.
Yeah, that's right. They've, as we said, stringing some wins together and really positioning themselves well for a tilt at the finals.
So we'll just go back with a reset here. You can see the team kind of shifting into centre circle here all afternoon. Obviously it's a wet patch right in the centre there of the oval, so doing what they can to stay out of the mud. Socket off the deck there was Davidson.
Free kick again. It's going to go Davidson's way. He wastes no time, goes down the middle of the ground, looking for Knight there. Got a hand to it, but couldn't control it. And Pint again, just disciplined in defence and work it out around the near side of the ground as it's taken by Brett. It's well shepherded and delivers nicely forward, finding Mead Harding, who drills a pass in. It's punched away, and but illegally there was a hand over the shoulder, and so it's going to be a Pint free kick, and it's going to go to the captain, Matt Ryan, who by my calculation has already got 4 goals today and a chance with a set shot for his 5th.
So we know he's got the kick. Looks to be quite still there at the moment as well at Tracy Village Oval.
Gone away. I think that's gone right across the face and just touched over the boundary line in that forward pocket on the outer side.
Yep. So it is a little bit of a blessing there for Wanderers as well, but they need to work hard to get this ball out of this defensive zone. Ball gets thrown in. McDonald with hands to it nice and early out of the ruck contest. It's a sea of blue and gold shirts down there, and they managed to get a kick out, but looks like again, yes, just another sea of green and yellow. So there'll be a reset there, and it's a beautiful solid mark found there by Nathan Nolan. Nolan with a chip kick in, but turned over beautifully by the Wanderers defenders. Where's this been all afternoon, Stu?
Well, that was a hopeful kick, really, wasn't it? And put his teammate under plenty of pressure, and Davidson just picked it off pretty easily in the end as he clears to the outer side of the ground, throws at ground level, keeps it in play, gives it back to Ryan. Ryan by hand out to Smith. Smith goes short, or the mark spilt there by Motlop as his teammates come in. Hand pass comes back to Motlop, who kicks long down towards the top of the goal square, but Wanderers first hands on the ball and work it out of defence, and the mark is taken by James, who kicks near side of the ground. Almost a spectacular mark taken there. In fact, it's been paid.
Wow, massive.
And the big fella Kane Cox takes that mark for Wanderers now. Looking to play on, loops the hand pass over the top, but not the best option. But O'Connell does pretty well to get out of it and get the hand pass over, but just messing around a bit here as it comes back to Arbin, who kicks long down the line. It slips over the back. East was there, so was Aaron Motlop. His kick was smothered. Smith gets the hand pass over the top. McDonald, who seems to be everywhere, is back in defence now and fishes the hand pass back to Stephen Motlop, who has a couple of bounces and then chips in short to Partington. Partington goes short again forward, just too short, fell short of his teammate, but they still had time to tidy it up as Partington's involved again, gets a hand pass over the top to Marr. Marr chips the ball out wide, and the mark taken by Matt Ryan out there, swings onto the left foot into the middle of the ground where Pulmer had some space. He plays on straight away, straight down the middle, off hands, the ball slips out the back. Braden McLean's going to be first there. He hand passes over the top, looking for Motlop. Motlop off to Smith Thompson. His kick was smothered, and then he got smothered on the ground as the ball spills free, and now Pint again with a chance. A high kick towards goal on the left foot's going to go all the way. I think not quite. It's stopped on the line by McLean, and eventually just walks it through for a rush behind. So now McLean brings the ball back into play quickly to Smith Thompson on the outer side, and he just settles things down as he chips short once again, and Wanderers just trying to pinpoint their way out of defence as Cabillo takes this mark and chips it up into the middle of the ground, and Aaron Motlop running through there, wobbles a kick forward, it bounces into the hands of a teammate who couldn't control it. They had a 2-on-1 down there, but the one's going to win out for PINT. Now, but the kick was well chopped off by Aaron Motlop, who winding back the clock gets a hand pass back, and unfortunately the kick's going to go out of bounds on the full, and PINT will have the chance to reset from the back half as they go in short. Or good defensive pressure there.
Really
as
well done.
East got the hand pass out at ground level. Now Davidson runs onto the loose ball, hand passes over the top, misses the target. Stephen Motlop's there, it falls back into the hands of Davidson, who has a snap towards goal, but just can't bring that one back far enough, and through for a behind. But a pretty promising passage of play from Wanderers
massive.
there.
That's got to become a highlight, that Aaron Motlop. As you said, turning back the clock. What a massive little bit of play there from Aaron Motlop, their player coach today. So, no, really good to see. It's exciting footy from Wanderers in the last couple of minutes here. Obviously, it's not going to get them the W today, but it's good to see this glimmer of hope from them.
Well, they're just playing for next season, really,
exactly.
Aren't they? Trying to get some games into some players and get some sort of system and start building towards next season.
That's it. So it'll be a ball in here. Something a bit different. Ball goes up. Looks like it's all McDonald all day. Their beautiful take there. Hand passes that one off quickly. He's got a running player, and he looks like Chalmers chips that one in, looking to find whoever he can in the forward line, but it's turned over quickly just like that by the Wanderers defence. Boosting that one back where it came from there. Bounces a few times. Wanderers still with control of the football. Motlop there just hand passes it back to McLean. Hand passes it back, but he may have set his player up there, not for success, and it's turned over. So Mead Harding there finds that football there for PINT, pushes it forward there. PINT with a little bit of a switch kick, finding the hands of Nathan Nolan. Nolan there just with a stop and a bit of a reset before he boots that one forward into the forward 50 there, and he's found a player in space, and with a lot of it too. That's Luke McConnell. He's going to come back here, get his line straightened up, and you'd imagine that he would go for this one for what would be PINT's 16th goal.
Yeah, McConnell is still looking around, but eventually settles on having the set shot. Comes in now, the kick's on the way. I think he's just dragged this one left. Oh, it's close in the end.
I don't know which way it landed, to be honest.
It might have swung back through. It has. The goal umpire confused us a bit there, but obviously was in position to make the decision. But just swung back left to right and through for a McConnell goal.
And there it is, 1-4-10. Wanderers to PINT 16-13, 109. About to enter the 18.5-minute mark here of the fourth and final quarter of the match here at Tracy Village Oval, Wanderers home ground today.
Yeah, so just the 2 goals scored in this quarter so far, both by PINT, of course, and I guess at least Wanderers have put the brakes on the scoring a bit in this final quarter as we wait for the restart. We see Matthew Motlop's been given a run in the middle of the ground, and Aaron Motlop in there as well.
Yep.
So from that ruck contest at ground level, it was Carpful who was dispossessed of it. The hand pass comes out wide, advantage is paid from the free kick. Hand pass comes back to Nolan. Nolan delivers straight up the middle of the ground. Good defensive work in the contest, sees the ball spill to the ground. A quick kick across the ground and good vision. And pass was good and found Warwick Williams on the outer side of the ground. So he made good space running up from the wing.
Very much so.
And, but good delivery, good vision, and a chance for Williams to kick his second for the game.
He's done well to make himself available today, essentially untagged for a lot of the play. You'll see that he's kind of appeared throughout the day and just kind of popped up in where he's required to, and completely kind of unmanned or not really under pressure. So kind of one that's kind of slipped through the cracks today and has been a really successful link for them was Warwick Williams. So lining up there, what would be 17 goals for PINT today. Second goal for Warwick Williams. It's a booming kick.
Yeah, straight
looks
through the middle,
good.
no problem.
And just like that, that's a second goal on the board there for Warwick Williams today, and the 17th for PINT.
It takes the lead out over the 100-point mark, and sure that the PINT mindset would be that they're not finished yet as we tick into time on. Still a few minutes to play here, so
That's
more
it.
opportunities. Crowd starting to get a bit vocal as the ball's delivered back to the centre of the ground, and we get set to go again. But McDonald in there doing the ruck work for PINT. He's been a workhorse all day, as he has been all year.
Big time.
Yeah, he's big tank, obviously, and spends plenty of time around the ball and all around the ground. It's been a great inclusion for the PINT side, as at ground level it's might be a kicking in danger free kick here, so it's Wanderers going forward. It's punched away from behind. Again, it's East who chips the ball out wide to McLean, just forward of half back. He's calling for players to lead towards him. He's got O'Connell running away from him here. Tagged by Stroge as he decides to go long down the line, and punched away from behind close to the boundary line.
Oh, it looks high.
East came in, and I think eventually it was Chalmers pulled out of the tackle really in the end, so just over the boundary line and a throw in again.
Ball goes up here. McDonald again with the hands to it early, and he wastes no time pushing that one into the forward, seeing what he can do to pick up some options here. But again, no clear control here. Wanderers doing what they can to get control of the footy, and they do. Looks like they put it on the boot there. It looks high over the top with no success there for Jackson East to get a hand on it. And looking like Ethan Smith there with a bit of control manages to turn it over. Beautiful hand pass and control through Partington there. A little bit of back and forth there with Stevie Motlop and Smith again. Looks like Thoreau who takes a bounce. Unfortunately loses control of the footy, but he has time and space and is able to recover from that nicely. Nice little kick dropping into the forward line there, and a beautiful knee slide there by Benjamin Brett to take that mark. Again, time and space available.
Yeah, good skills and a good build-up once again, even though it was the ball went to ground a couple of times. As you said, they had the time and had the space, and used the ball well, delivered well going forward, and Brett has worked his way to the front, got out on a strong lead, and took it on the chest, sliding on the knees, and now a set shot from about 30 metres out.
Right boot. Left boot, sorry.
Yep.
Drops that one in.
And through the middle again.
Happy about it. That pumps them up to 18 goals. This kind of powerhouse of a PINT side today. 18-13 to just the Wanderers 1-4. So you're just thinking for Wanderers here, the siren's got to go soon for them. It's been a massive day out for them, and unfortunately isn't kind of what they would have expected to get out of today at all, really.
Yeah, that's right. And they managed to hold the PINT Express for a while in this final quarter, but just starting to open up a bit now as heavy legs and starting to tell. Yeah,
very much so. So 5 seconds away from entering here into the 24th minute of the fourth and final quarter here at Tracy Village Oval. So we're back for the reset. Ball goes up. Touch there by the hands of McDonald, but his teammate there is wrapped up early, managed to get a hand pass to it and finds the hands of Warwick Williams. Warwick Williams with a sharp shooting kick straight into the forward line there, looking for an option. It's pushed forward there by the attacker, picked up nicely and moved forward through Partington. Partington pushing it forward, but it's turned over there by Wanderers, dangerous across the face, but that is time and game here at Tracy Village Oval, round 13 action. Wanderers, that's their home game, taking on PINT, but unfortunately PINT just proved that they're a powerhouse and put the rest of the competition on warning, if anything, today. Wanderers 1-4-10 to PINT's 18-13, 121.
Yeah, that's right. I think PINT really continuing to send that message to the rest of the competition, and as we said a number of times during the call, they're really positioning themselves well going into the latter part of the year, and yeah, really building something towards finals. And they're an exciting side to watch, and a real contender going to finals. And for Wanderers, as we said, it's all about setting themselves some goals and building towards next season, as the season's just run away from them this year. But impressive performance again by PINT, and yeah, we hope you've enjoyed the coverage. Tune in for the games to follow. A game from Palmerston, a game from Gardens, which both should be terrific games, and another one tomorrow, of course, in the Men's Premier League in the NTFL. So thanks for joining us, and we'll be back with more games to come.